Hey gang, okay, so I got the new drone in. That's the one, that's the Inspire one with the X5 camera. This camera is a micro 4/3 camera. It's kind of like, what is it? I believe it's the Panasonic G4, has a micro 4/3 chip inside. Basically, what all this means is that the chip is no longer this little T90 chip like a cell phone chip, which is what the other ones have. This is a much bigger chip. While it's not full frame, it's getting closer and closer to like what, you know, what is it, the Canon cameras, and not full frame, but the other ones that are not full frame. But it's called a micro 4/3 chip. Bottom line, OMG, it is OMG better. All right, so here's a few things though you need to think about if you're considering buying one of these things. All right, here's the problem. Number one, you control the f-stops. I mean, well, it can be set to full automatic, but you know, we're photographers and we know which f-stop is going to give us the best scenario. All of the other drones out there, there are no f-stop choices. You get one, the one that it's set, like the old Inspire f2.8. I believe the Phantom 3 f2.8. And it adjusts a shutter and ISO and all these type of things like that to compensate for the exposure. Okay. So now that's, in other words, I guess what I'm getting at is one more thing you got to think about. All right. The next thing is that there is focus capabilities. You can manually focus, or you can double click your screen and it will autofocus for you. But nonetheless, it doesn't just continuously stay autofocused. The other cameras, like again the Phantom and the Inspire, they just have a set focus. It's like infinity. And you know, because it's such a wide angle lens and you're at f2.8 and the setup, well, you get, you know, with everything from just a few feet in front of the camera to infinity is in focus. That's not the same way with this new camera. So that's another thing you've got to think about, again, while you're flying, okay? So where I'm going with this is be cautious. If you know zero about flying these things, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble really, really fast. I mean, like, I've been flying RC helicopters and airplanes for many years, and as a result, I have a little bit of, you know, knowledge and skill that I've developed over the years with flying these things. Am I perfect? No. Just a few weeks ago, I made a video about how I crashed the sucker. So it happens. It ain't if you crash, it's when you crash, and that's the truth. So, with all of that in mind, I'm just making sure everybody understands there is a learning curve to all of this stuff. The other thing about the micro 4/3 camera that comes with this X5 camera is that the lenses are interchangeable. Now, obviously, you can't change it while you're flying, but the point is, this is another thing you have to think about. Do I go with, you know, Olympus makes a lens that fits it. It does come with a DJI lens, which so far, that's good enough for what I'm going to be doing. But you never know where the future will bring you. That does give you some expandability, but at the same time, it gives you yet another thing you got to think about. So anyway, all of this is things that people have to consider before you drop $4,500 on a new drone and then realize, it's too much, and you crash it and, you know, all this stuff. So consider all these things. Just think about it. Trying to give everybody a little knowledge. That's it. Talk to y'all tomorrow.